So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the committee. We have Ross Harmston from the Danger Club here to answer your questions. So, any committee members want to come up? Yes, I do. Okay, Mr. Ross, does the Danger Club access your home Wi-Fi network? I mean, you probably need it to access, if you were to download it, maybe you need the internet, but it usually uses Wi-Fi, your 4G. Okay. So if the user turns on the Wi-Fi, so if I have the Danger Club on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does Danger Club have access to that network? I would have to say, if you want to get connection to the internet, then yes, I guess. Is it possible that the Danger Club could access other devices on that home Wi-Fi network? That is definitely beyond industry norms. Look, I don't know anything about this. This is weird. Why am I here in America answering to a committee? Look, just subscribe to the Danger Club podcast.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Hand over the shard.
You don't believe in me. No one believes in me. Well, the shard does.
You don't need to do this.
Only way you're gonna take this is if you beat me in combat.
On prey on Folton Battlestone.
I'd like to cast Paralyze. You slide to Phantasma Killer way too easy. Velder mutters some words, speaks into his hand, and vanishes.
What's the matter? You need your friends to help you?
Yes, I need my friends to help me. And so do you.
The adventure continues now.
More trick for
we're rolling. We're safer. We're safer out in.
Colin, your teeth hurt, do they? Why'd your teeth? Is it because of this delicious selection of biscuits that James has brought us?
I had a custard cream, which was really nice. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't had a custard cream in years. Custard cream is a biscuit cookie for our.
I knew you'd do
American
that.
Listeners.
I knew you'd throw a cookie and you'd throw a clarification.
There's loads of American listeners at the moment.
No, but now we're going to get people being like, "Oh, why do you always clarify for the Americans? Why don't you talk about what a biscuit is? In Uzbekistan."
I know cats are listening to this now. What about us?
Yeah.
What about our biscuits? You never talk about those.
It's called a cat biscuit, dickhead. Get on board with it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Hey.
We've got a wonderful selection of very classic biscuits. Yeah. Classic.
And my teeth are hurting. I had one, and my teeth are hurting. From the amount of sugar.
Describe a custard cream, Cole. What's in a custard cream?
It's like a real basic waste man, bog standard, not even shortbreads, just like it's like dough, it's like butter, flour and sugar, right? And then in between, it's like a shit Oreo, right? It's like a really sugary shitty Oreo, but not cocoa flavoured, yeah.
Plain biscuit with a bit of cream in the middle
of
it.
Custardy, creamy.
Vaguely custard
sugar. It's basically sugar and egg.
They're delicious.
So it says here, vanilla. Sandwich biscuit with a vanilla flavoured filling.
Vanilla's generous.
Our bakers have been baking biscuits for more than 50 years, passing down their knowledge and care from generation to generation, taking classic recipes and making them the best
Tesco's biscuit,
they can be.
And also, I love that. It's so vague. It's like, well, we've been baking biscuits for 50 years. No mention of whether they're good biscuits or the knowledge being passed down was actually good practice or delicious. These were 50p, so I'm pretty happy with them.
I'm not having a go at the custard cream because biscuits are great. Like if you wanted a cheap bit of sugar, and everyone needs a bit of sugar every now and again, like a little tasty treat after you had something to eat sometimes. And a custard cream is great for that. And as you say, you get a whole pack for 50 pence. That's amazing.
That's a lot of biscuits as well. Right. Let's just clarify how many custard creams there are, because there's
400 grams of biscuits.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that's a lot of
biscuits.
biscuit.
40 biscuits.
I love the fact that the nutritional information on the front is all in red.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no greens, no yellows. No. It's just like all red, mate. Yeah,
I'm a fan of the malted milks. hit my mic. I'm a
Yeah,
fan
I
of the
do
malted
love
milks
the malted
personally.
milks.
We've got bourbons as well. Is anyone a
No,
bourbon
I
fan?
hate fucking
Real
bourbon.
classic
Why?
biscuits. These
Don't
are.
know, I
aren't they?
just
These are
don't
real,
like the chocolate ones.
So a bourbon, if you've not encountered them, very, very similar to the custard cream, except it's chocolate. Basically, that's it.
And-
Chocolate
and
biscuit,
thinner.
chocolate.
Yeah.
They're
Oddball,
also
oddball.
vegan, which is another.
Yeah.
You can.
Would you believe it?
Vaguely chocolate.
I mean,
That
an
one's
actual
got
one is, I
green
don't know.
on it as well.
Yeah, salt. Which means that there's more salt in a custard cream than there is in a bourbon.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Patterson cut? Have you heard about this thing? Just to move on from.
What is the apparently we're doing Colin's thing now? So yeah, tell us about the why not?
So you know that show Obi-Wan?
No.
Yes.
You've never heard of Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, the
So-
Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
There was
can't
the-
wait for this to come back around and explain custard creams and bourbon.
It's got nothing to do with biscuits.
Oh, right. Okay. That's.
All right, let's go back to biscuits then. Fuck Obi-Wan. Right, here we go.
Strike me
No,
down,
go
I
on.
should become like a custard
What about?
cream.
What about?
So there's a guy called Patterson.
Robert
right?
Patterson?
Not Robert Patterson. He's called Owen
Michael
Patterson, I think.
Patterson.
And he...
James Patterson.
Yes. And he has gone along and he's edited the series into a 2-hour movie.
Oh.
Because it was originally written for a movie and then they stretched it out to a series. So he was like, okay. And he's a really good editor. He's like, he used to work on, I believe he worked on Andor for a while. And so he's gone off and he's taken all the footage and he's re-edited it and he's recolored it and he's put different like effects on it and stuff like that. He's added extra lines of a few stormtroopers and he's brought a little bit of someone else in. I won't spoil it just in case you want to watch it. But he's cut a lot of stuff out as well, obviously, because it's now down into a 2-hour movie. And we watched it the other night. And it's all right.
When he was generating the lines for like the stormtroopers and stuff, did he use AI for that?
No, I think he got actors in. to do
Okay,
it,
cool, fine, I'll watch it then.
Stormtroopers don't really.
What's it available on? YouTube.
Now this is the thing.
It's
So
custard creams.
yeah, right. Yeah, the back of custard cream.
You just eat enough custard creams and you just see it.
Well, this is quite interesting because what he did is he released this video on TikTok saying he was going to do it like a fan edit because he's a big fan of Star Wars and stuff. And he was like, I want to find a way of releasing it without, getting any lawsuits or anything like that. So he's got a whole website now where he's put the thing and you can download it on WeTransfer, but it specifically states that you should only download it if you have a Disney Plus subscription. So he's like, make sure you've got that before you download.
Oh, that
this.
sounds rock solid
Because it's
legally, doesn't it?
Of course, yeah, but it covers his back, doesn't it? Really?
I'm
Really?
really not sure. I
Against
feel like
Disney
Disney's
lawyers as
lawyers.
Well, no, that's
That's
how
brave.
a lot
That-
of people get around putting stuff on YouTube is
That's
by
true.
saying they put a load of content from a TV show up there, and at the end or in the subs or whatever, they'll say, please download the thing from the original source and
Yeah.
support that creator. And
It's because if it
sometimes
ever goes to
that'll work.
court, then that will stand up. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I told them to do the right thing.
That's certainly what's been in use for a while. I don't know if Disney are rubbing their hands, being like, I can't wait to.
He definitely got some like lawyer friend, didn't he? Like to
Yeah.
give him some advice. Right.
Well, you
Yeah.
would, I suppose.
All he needs to do is listen to the DCP. We give
Yeah,
out legal
we do give
advice.
great legal advice.
Yeah.
So it's available. And would you recommend it? Is it
He
good?
said
It's all right.
it was all right.
It's all right. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
I mean, like,
Good.
I think the show suffered
Would you
from
say
things.
it's kind of is it custard cream? Is it a bourbon? Is it a malted milk? Where on that scale would you put it?
No, because all those are on the same scale.
They're not.
They are.
How fucking
No.
dare you? A malted milk is so much better than a bourbon.
On the same scale that they are cheap biscuits. Right?
Are you saying cheap is bad, Colin?
No, I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm trying to say is that, like, if you want to do a scale of biscuits, then we need to start adding other biscuits into it, don't we?
Like what?
We need to have like, so
Digestive?
your next level is like, your chocolate biscuit, your kind of like, your Oreos, your things like that that cost
Dark
about £1.
chocolate digestives.
Cost
which
about
is
yeah.
Okay.
The primo ultimate biscuit.
And then you go up, don't you? Then you go to like Foxes, and then you go to like those sort of things that are slightly more bougie, and then you go right to the top where you're like, well, actually, just the lower level of top where you go to like M&S biscuits and like things like that, and then you go to department store biscuits. Like you're going to Fortnum and Mason or
Foxes, by the way, are a brand of biscuit.
Yes,
Like they're not. We haven't just.
They're like cat biscuit.
Yeah, we haven't just like started talking about eating foxes.
So if we're talking biscuits
Very,
as like a 5-star, these are like the film is like a chocolate digestive. It's in the middle.
Very class-based biscuit scale for you, Colin.
Absolutely.
Very kind of very price-based.
yeah.
You think price equals quality on a biscuit?
No, I'm not saying that because a quality biscuit can be a cheap biscuit.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Don't
about
put
the
words in my mouth, Dan.
No, this is what I'm saying about the malted milk. I think it's a perfectly reasonable scale. I think malted milk to bourbon is not bourbon. Bourbon is way up there.
No. Now, this is a different scale, isn't it? Because what you're doing is you're going and getting all the cheap biscuits and saying which one's the best. That's different.
It's literally what I said. I said from a malted milk, a custard cream, or a bourbon. Where is Obi-Wan?
So you want to do it on cheap scale?
Are you with the Empire? Are you just trying to find out where Obi-Wan Kenobi is, trying to confuse him with biscuits? It's a Sith mind trick. Don't answer, Colin.
To the custard creams.
I would probably watch that film cut because I watched all of Obi-Wan and then I just stopped at the episode before the last and couldn't be asked.
I did.
So
I got about halfway through.
The last episode is actually quite good.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. But it wasn't. I saw a screenshot of the bad guy from one of the bad guys from Obi-Wan, and I honestly looked back and I was like, I know you're an Inquisitor. I cannot for the life of me remember what the fuck you do in that TV show.
Yeah,
it's true.
You've got very striking makeup and stuff, and I can't for the life of me remember what you do. Is it a circular lightsaber? It's got a handle. It's got a handle that's slightly different.
Double-ended.
I liked Obi-Wan. I didn't think it was. A lot of people give it a lot of hate. I thought it was alright. I thought it was good.
I thought it was wholly unnecessary. That was the problem. Tell some new stories. Like, oh my god,
I've heard this argument before. I just think whatever, man. It's alright.
But then again, like, we all loved The Mandalorian. That was great. And then Boba Fett came out, and you're like, it's like a shit Mandalorian, really. Yep. And then Obi-Wan came out, and it's like, this is just a pointless. I'm so okay.
Yeah, but then they brang out.
They brang out.
You're dead.
Brang out the Braxton. Yeah.
They bring out Andor, which is one of the best things they've ever done.
Because
very good.
It's not about any of the
usual
characters. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I'm tired of him. I love Boba Fett, but I'm tired of him. We have some new characters.
For future reference, for posterity, we should clarify, Andor Season 1 is very good. Because they're making another season of that shit, and we all thought that The Mandalorian couldn't go off the boil. And
haven't finished it. I've been enjoying the latest season. Not finished it yet, but it's been all right.
Yeah, I like the third season.
Yeah, I remember.
As is the catchphrase for this entire preamble. It's all right.
That's right.
So malted milk.
So let's raise a malted milk to all things that are
it's not a malted
all right.
Milk. I'd say the custard cream is in the middle, and then the bourbon at the bottom.
Yeah. Think about everything in it. Everyone's got an opinion. So,
that is true. That is true.
So people are going to like bourbons out there. They're going to be like, "How dare you?" I hate a malted milk.
The hell with those people, Colin.
I have been separate from this entire biscuit conversation because I am still drinking my elixir of life. The pint of rain that I've had for 5 episodes now. I'm trembling with a light force.
And he doesn't even know how many episodes we've done. We've only
4
done 4.
episodes. Yeah,
couldn't tell you, mate.
You're in the future now.
All I know is I'm getting my ass fucking handed to me by Folton Battlestar.
Oh, well, speaking of wholly unnecessary things. I didn't need to write anything for this record session, did I? I sat there yesterday,
yeah, just sat back
writing a little side quest. The side quest has very much come to you. Things have kicked off quite dramatically. Fulton is effectively now fighting the entire Danger Club and winning.
Well, Shania and Philippe.
Yeah, but that's true. I do love the fact that it is the classic cemetery. Like, hey, I'm winning. It's like, because you're playing to kill. If we wanted to kill you, Fulton, we would have obliterated you.
That is true. Everyone is pulling their punches.
Oh my god, yes. I'm like, what have I got? Colour spray. I'd just be like, lightning.
What's interesting so far?
He would have used Phantasmal Killer straight away.
You went for the Phantasmal way quick.
He went from naught to Phantasmal Killer. It was just like, wow.
Also, it's been interesting looking like in terms of the class and stuff, like how do you a character who's fighting totally defensively, moving out of distance, tripping, parrying, all that kind of stuff. You go, yeah, it has a certain amount of effect. If all you're doing is trying to prolong the fight, you're never going to end the fight like that. You just like, all I'm doing is putting Fulton a few extra feet away from me every time. Even when I'm tripping him up, he just gets back up, and you're like, well, I can raise my AC by 1. And then I guess I'm back in combat again. So unless I play to kill, if it was just me and Fulton, this would be very different.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting as well because Karagor's clearly not used to playing that combat either. Because one of you, like, literally, he's going power attack, and you were like, I want to tap him on the noggin. Just your choice. Boop. Yeah, there we go.
And I'm like,
fucking axe in the side.
Imagine I had killed him in 1 round.
That'd be incredible.
That'd be so
trying to scare him, and then all of a sudden he drops.
But then we put him in an axe. And then we're going to have the triple axe
in the same axe with MZ.
And if you shake it, they're like,
Just sort of looking down at the paws and like, grab his feet. Get a shovel. No one tells Shania what happened.
I'd have to thumb your eyes as well because it's what you would have wanted. Just even post.
See, your mistake, Karagor, was dropping the bow because with Fleet, if you've got, I mean, you'd need about 300 arrows. Folton cannot physically cover this distance. If you can keep using 2 move actions every turn,
I know.
It is effectively impossible for Folton to attack you. You could just constantly walk backwards shooting him.
I know. I did the math. I did the math on that the first round, and that's why I only took 1 movement thing, because I wanted, I didn't want to put it so that Folton could attack either Bubba or Velder as well.
That's very sensible. And also, it would have been the worst podcast ever.
Come back here!
Just kiting you all the way around.
No, I'm not going to stand still. No.
It would be when I won the Street Fighter 2 tournament at my school by doing crouch low kick constantly in every round until I won.
Get
everyone
the move
hated
you
me
know
by the
and
end
just
of it.
keep doing it. That's
You win, but at what cost?
Yeah. Did you really win? No.
You only won because you
nobody
did the
won.
kick. You only won because you did the kick. If you hadn't done the kick, I can imagine those conversations.
Oh, well, the decision was made. The bow was dropped. We went with something else, and things are looking a little dicey now. I'm not quite sure how it's going to play out. So, let's jump back in where we are. This fight has gone on so long, my laptop's died, but don't worry, I've got enough on the phone to be able to keep going on this. We're going to resolve this. We're going to find out how it goes. For Battlestone, you get a -2 to your attacks because of your from taking a hit on the hand, but your other debuffs are all gone.
Okie dokie, I'm going to do Furious Focus.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
That's not going to be enough. What was your armor class?
What did you roll?
Oh, why'd you always...
Oh, it's a standoff.
It is a 22.
22.
Karagor punches the axe aside.
Oh, punches the axe aside, and as he goes for his second attack, I'm afraid I have to point out, Karagor used the reach of the Ransor to do his disarm from 10 feet away, so you need to close that. You need to use 1 action to step up before you can make that power attack. So that is your go, Folton. Oh, don't make faces at me just because he's playing tactically. You could get a spear anytime you want.
Fight me like a Folton.
No.
No, stupid.
All right. Which means we go round to Velder's go. Velder, you are currently invisible and now 20 feet behind Folton because he stepped up 5 feet.
Yes.
Just like the idea of Velder from behind, grabbing hold of Folton's axe and tries to pull it from her hand. As Folton goes to swing it at Karagor and just yeets an invisible Velder across the battlefield.
Yeah.
Just catches Velder on the backswing and there's just a thud in the dirt. You all leave.
Whoopsie.
I would like to, first of all, I'd like to try and basically my plan is whilst he's distracted fighting Karagor, I'd like to stealth up and nick the shard from his pocket.
Ah, okay.
Now, if you commit a hostile action, invisibility disappears, which I presume trying to steal something from someone's pocket is a hostile action.
And you're going to be right beside him.
Yeah. And I'm going to run.
But if you were behind him and his attention was engaged directly in front of him,
Yes.
Yeah.
He is fully engaged on fighting Karagor.
it's a nebulous thing. I don't know how it would work.
But then
Let's
he
find
might,
out.
It might spin around, might sweep,
The steal action.
cut you in half. Just for a laugh.
So it's a thievery check. It normally fails if the character is in combat. However, you're invisible, so I think there's a little bit of wiggle on that.
Well, actually, do you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
So I'm stood there,
Yep.
invisible,
Yep.
and I command Jin to do it. So I want Jin to run up and go in the pocket, grab the shard, and run away with it.
After you've been
After I've been dissing about not using my fox.
But that's not invisible.
No, Jin isn't
Jin.
invisible. However, I am invisible. And I'm not committing any hostile act towards you, so I'm going to stay invisible.
Oh,
Very nice.
The lawyers are out, but I think it scans.
Yeah, because that would be Jin, not me.
The
I'm
bench
not-
recognizes Jin So Jin goes running up to Folton and is going to attempt a thievery check against Fulton's perception DC. Folton, you have a +5 to this because the shard is in a pocket, not just hanging off your belt.
Is that to...
So it's your perception skill +15, effectively.
Oh, God. This is going to be a very high roll, Jin. Come on. Oh, it's not good. No.
Oh, dear.
It is 12.
Oh.
I rolled a 4 on the dice. Just for the jinx there. Yeah, that is no way, shape, or form good enough.
That is... I mean, that'd be a critical... There's no critical fail on the steal action. But Folton, Jin runs up, buries his head in your pocket, starts trying to grab the shard, and you just push Jin aside. Jin is now standing right next to you.
You get an attack of op.
It has the manipulate trait, so yes, it does provoke if you are aware of them. So you you can take an attack on Jin if you wish to.
So kill the fox. Well, this is the thing. Does Jin come back?
Yeah, we know this from before.
He does. Yes.
He's just a magical construct. He's not flesh and blood.
Yeah. However, he is realistic looking, like he is physically there.
Velder kills him every time.
He's only died
He'll
twice.
take a
He
swipe
started-
at Jin. He's in a rage at the moment. That is 27. No, sorry. 30.
That's 30 to hit
30?
Jin.
Get all your good rolls out now on the
19
fox, yes.
plus 11.
90 plus 11? Yeah. There's a hit.
That'll do it.
That's not a critical, though.
Roll some damage against Jin. How many hit points does a familiar have?
He's not too bad.
17.
No, he's not dead. He's just...
You bury your axe in the familiar.
No one takes it from me.
Folton, snap out of it for fuck's sake!
Oh, you realise that Velder has just gone. Velder's disappeared, and Jin seems to be getting in your business. Bubba Von Hoops, it's your go.
I see Jin popping up, and I realise what Velder's kind of doing. So I cast Unseen Servant.
Unseen Servant.
Yeah, to pop up 60 feet, so I'm in range, so he can go over there. And he's got quite a high. Well, he's got a little bit of stealth.
Okay.
So he's gonna, and he can hold items. He can hold like chairs, things like that. So he'd be able to pick up the shard.
You summon an Unseen Servant. You can command as part of sustaining a spell. It serves you until it dies.
4 hit points.
It does.
What is it? Is it like a zombie?
It's like a force. It's like a bit of force. Yeah.
You know, it's like something out of Fantasia, but you can't see it.
Yeah. Only I can see it and talk to it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. You summon an unseen servant. There is an invisible servant appears next to you. What do you want to make it do?
Take the shard from the pocket.
Okay, it approaches. Make a thievery check using the bonus for the unseen servant. It has no thievery bonus, so it's a straight D20 roll.
D20. Here
against
we
the
go.
perception DC of Folton plus 15.
Natural 20.
Oh, this could be interesting. So,
oh my goodness.
So what is it?
It's a straight up 20. What is your perception? So it's your perception score plus 15.
21.
I mean, wow.
No. 16 plus 15. 31.
Yeah.
31. So that is 10 under, which is a critical fail, bumped up by the natural 20 to a regular fail. Folton, you're aware of an invisible hand in your pocket trying to rifle through your things. You shove it away. Oh, unfortunately.
You can't attack it, can you?
You can attack it.
Does
it provoke?
Yeah. It has got...
It is. You've already used your attack of op.
Oh.
It is. You can attack it, but it is hidden. So
okay, cool.
You're aware of where it is, but you can attack it. But it's. I think it's like a 50-50.
No one will take it.
So does it get the shard?
No,
Doesn't
No,
get the shard.
it fails.
So that's a fail.
it's a fail. Unfortunately, it is numerically impossible for this level 1 spell to be able to take it. He's just too perceptive.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Because you could only roll a d20 and his thing is like...
because he's got no, but it's not a thief. You know, it's like the butler from Tomb Raider, but invisible. So he just kind of jiggles up to him with the tray and goes,
Damn. Okay. In that case,
worth a go. All right, it was worth a go. Hasn't worked out. We're going for another round. Karagor, we're back to you. You're injured, but Folton's right up in your business. You failed to hit on that one, though.
I am going to disarm him with the rancier.
Okay.
I'm going to take that axe out of his hands. I have rolled 2 natural 1s, 3 natural 2s, and 2 natural 3s. It should be statistically impossible for me to roll below a 5 on this roll with my rancier against the axe.
It's going to happen. No penalty on this one. It's your first round going against the athletics DC,
full
the reflex
15.
DC.
It's just a full 15. That's all I need. It's all I need. Come on. Come on! It's an 8.
Oh, no!
So it's a total of 23.
23. That's going to be a meets beat. So you inflict.
Yeah.
You inflict the. Let's do this. Let's do the same we did again. Roll it again. Let's see if you.
Cool. Just gotta really get higher. Okay, cool. That's a 19 on the die, giving me a 34.
Makes it a critical. You disarm Folton.
Fucking come on!
All right.
You knock it. I should have made you use a hero point, but no, that's fine. Let's not burn through hero points against each other. That's not heroic. You knock the axe. The axe. You finally manage to hook it, and MZ the axe falls at Folton's feet.
Was that 1 action or 2 actions?
That was 1 action.
I used another action to kick that axe far away from Folton as possible. or what would that take? Would that be successful?
I would say 2. I'd say because it's a 2-handed battle axe.
Cool.
You've got powerful. I'd say you can pick it up with 1 action, and you can fling it with a 3rd action. I'm happy for you to do that.
Okay.
Or you could pick it up and just have it.
Or it would be actually more action economy because I've got quick draw to just use it on you. I would still get an attack that way if I use quick draw, but I'm not going to do that. So
you could pick
tempted.
it up and put it on your back. You can put it away.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's probably safer.
Because you can stow. I presume you can sheath weapons with quick draw for.
I'll just take it and stow it. Still holding the rancier and be like, "Hey MZ, hey MZ, hey MZ." Oh, he doesn't talk to me. MZ, your best mate's going crazy. If you've got any words of advice, now will be the time. Well, gonna die. All right, there we go.
I can't talk to Fulton. To Karagor, can I?
All right. Oh, Folton, you've lost your axe.
Stand down, Folton. Stand down.
He looks at you, pulls out his +1 striking great club. Goes, no, never! This will last 3 episodes!
Oh my god.
Fine, just so you know, listeners, I tried to end it.
Yeah.
That's a furious focus. That is a...
Now, hang on.
28.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So, what? I was 10 feet away from you?
No, because he stepped up. You didn't
Last
use an
round.
action to move back.
I didn't.
So
You're right, I used all my actions
you are
and
close
melee.
enough. So
Okay.
yeah, he can draw and he can attack. Although, oh no, drawing a weapon doesn't provoke. So yes, you are fine.
28.
28.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a hit.
Oh,
Get my 2d10 back.
it's a strike. Isn't it a striking club?
Yeah, but it's 2d10.
But you made a power attack, so you can get another.
Yeah, that's
You
sorry.
got
I meant,
another
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, oh, yeah, I get another one.
Oh, okay.
That's 23.
20.
And then
Four.
last one, 7, so
30.
30
points of damage.
Stand down, Folton. Stand.
He hits you with a
Take that!
stinking frog club.
One more time!
No, because one action to draw the club, I'm afraid. Ain't no quick draw for you, Folton. Smash him.
How many is two-handed, isn't it?
It's two-handed,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Velder, Jin has failed to steal this shard and is now bleeding.
because I am geared towards offensive battles here, and it's been over an episode, so I am really running out of non-toasting dwarf sort of spells.
I'm going to finish it in a bit.
I know you are. We've seen the numbers.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Romulan war sylph decloaking.
I mean,
How many hit points are you on?
I'm just going to try. I'm going to get Jin to try and nick the shard again.
All right. Jin goes for another.
He's just going to have to, because he's got a fairly high on a good roll. He's going to roll a good roll. No, he's going to roll exactly the same roll as he did before. No, 16. That's just not good
16.
enough.
Jin's in your pocket again. It does provoke. Max attack bonus for this.
26.
20.
Yes, that's a hit.
You smash Jin with a club. It's poor fault.
11. No, sorry. 17.
Another 17 points of damage. How's Jin doing?
Oh, badly, but he's still alive.
No, this is a little...
Right, with the last, I command Jin to come. Just run away. Hide in the trees. Like, you've done enough. Thank you, Jin.
Jin jumps in your pocket once, gets hit with an axe, jumps in your pocket again, gets hit with a club, and then just walks off.
No, he's like, no,
Just staggers away.
He runs and staggers. He is nearly dead.
Oh my god. This broken down fox. Oh my goodness. Well, that was quite a thing. Bubba, so you'll go. Your unseen servant is still in play if you want to keep sustaining him, or you can just let him go and do
Just let him go because he can't take
Okay.
what I want him to take. So I don't really know what to do now. So if I was to use Dimension Door,
Yep.
if I open Dimension Door next to him, does that mean would he be able to attack me there?
You would teleport to where you opened the dimension door. So you would teleport next to him.
So I can't like reach through the door and try and grab something.
No, doesn't
work like that. I've never used it before.
No,
so I've not,
that's fine. You have to teleport. Yeah, it basically just pulls you straight through it, and then you appear there. It's not so.
That's a shame because you could just open a dimension door in front of him and he just walk through it, and you could put him wherever you want on the battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like Portal.
I think Dimension Door has to be willing.
Yeah,
Be
otherwise
willing
you
to go through. Otherwise,
You do. You have to.
That was one of those things. If that wasn't in there, that disappeared the very first day of playtesting, didn't it? When someone's just like, whoop! Ah!
yeah.
All of my spells are just will saves, and your will is so good. There's no point really in doing it unless you roll.
I mean, we've been rolling shit.
Yeah.
He's been rolling good.
Yeah.
And player characters are statistically, this is one of the most powerful monsters you've ever fought because player characters are built that way.
Yeah.
PvP is tough.
All right. I'll cast Confusion.
Oh, you cast Confusion. Oh my god.
Follow the target with a strange impulse. This is causing it to act randomly. Now, this might be a bad idea.
I mean, he's already.
So, because he's already acted. Maybe that's a bad idea.
It's done now.
No, it's not. Hold on. Do you know what I mean? There was another one that I had my eye on. This is another wheel save as well.
Is
I'll
it,
do another suggestion actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to try another
I'll try that
suggestion.
again. Okay.
If you're banking on Karagor having the hit points to last for you to be able to choose another spell, I'm just saying that's an interesting thought process. At this point, I'm saying, it's probably fine.
Karagor's a ranger.
Yeah,
he's taken 2 big hits.
yeah.
I'm surprised he stood up to that last one actually.
Well, so she cast Soothe on you. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not telling you to do anything.
Oh, you are.
I'm
so
not.
I'm going to cast Suggestion. No, you're not. I know you're not. Yeah. Okay. So that is slightly better roll. But it's just against my spell DC, isn't it?
Yeah, he
all right,
rolls
you
for me.
roll.
Yeah.
You roll a will save then.
You roll a will save.
22.
And it beats you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
That's a success.
It's
So
it's
that's
a
a
success.
failure for him.
it's a failure for him.
The target is immediately follows my suggestion. The spell has a duration of 1 minute or until the target has completed a finite suggestion.
It is it's a level 4 spell. Level 8 character, so you're not more than twice its level. So Incapacitate does not come into play on this because it is a very powerful spell. You must have only had like 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's like that's your big guns. All right, what are you suggesting he do? Bear in mind, it has to be something that seems reasonable.
Seems
Folton.
reasonable. Yeah. I I'm going to suggest, Folton, I think you should take the shard out and just throw it aside because people are trying to grab it. So throw it away from you so they can't get hold of it. And that's what I suggest.
I mean, do I do
all
that?
Those hands in your pockets.
That is...
Jin trying to grab it.
There have been people in your pockets trying to get it. That does seem reasonable. Fulton puts his hand in his pocket, takes the shard, throws it away. It lands on the floor. And the spell's effect now ends because you've completed the action, so you're no longer under the effect of the suggestion.
Okay.
Do I know I've thrown it?
You know you've thrown it. Yeah, you don't forget. You don't forget you've done it. You don't know that. You don't know that a spell has been cast on you.
How far has it been thrown?
How far has it
Should
been?
we roll for that? Do something for that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on. Roll. Roll a d20, and we'll roll it d20 feet plus your strength mod. Plus your strength. Let's add your strength mod to it as well.
That's fair.
That is 4.
Right beside you.
Okay, so you throw it. So you throw it 13 feet.
13
it lands kind of in the field, a little way away from you.
2 very tall people away if they were lying down.
All right, one action left.
Okay.
I've not sustained my blooming thing, have I? Could have sustained him. He could have gone and got it.
Your butler.
Yeah. Oh well.
You still got. He's still there. Like you can. You've got one action left. If you want to sustain the butler,
Okay.
you can sustain the butler.
Let's do that. Can I, in that action, because I've sustained him, I can get him to move,
Yeah.
right? I should be able to. So
The butler-
he can walk over and pick it up.
The butler walks over, picks up the shard. You see the shard levitate off the ground.
Yeah, and he's got speed as well. I'll find it, but yeah. For now, that's good.
It's enough to get over to. Like he only has. It's a summoned creature, so he's only got.
It's got like one movement.
He's only got one action, so actually he can probably only move over to it. I don't think he can pick it up this round. Next round, maybe.
Cool. All right.
There we go. That's his go. We come back around. It's Karagor. Folton has the shard. You've seen Fulton has thrown the shard away and then regripped his club, having hit you solidly with it.
If you won't listen to me, maybe you'll listen to MZ. And I quick draw MZ.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Fuck, I better hit now. I need you to see sense, and if you won't listen to one of us talking sense, maybe you'll listen to both of us in a language you'll understand. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh my god!
MZ. Is he going to take Fulton out?
I don't think that's quite enough.
No.
You aren't sustaining. There's no other benefits and bonuses and anything like that. You haven't got any malices at the moment, have you? No. So that means it's just a straight 25.
My armor class is 26.
Oh! Wow. MZ.
You've still got another attack.
I've still got another attack, but let's face it, based on my current roll track, so I'd need... What? So you're at 26, so I'd need, I don't know,
Maybe a 16 or higher to hit on this one.
Nope.
Ain't gonna do it. MZ hits your armor twice and just doesn't get through.
Third attack, fuck it.
Yes!
Come on, I'm due a natural 20.
That's 20, that's 20, come on.
Due a natural 20 now.
Come on.
No.
Oh! What does MZ say as he clangs off Fulton's armor?
Blimey.
He'll talk some sense into him.
Turns into Victor Meldrew.
Oh, blimey.
Fulton, what's happening? What's happening?
Don't believe it.
Oh,
He's
dear.
gone really old in there. Like,
Oh, lordy.
Fulton, it's your go.
Now the shard is gone.
Now the shard is gone.
The shard is gone.
Thing is, I want to do. I want to like be knocked out because I want to do it. I
Try
have
my
a
best,
vision.
buddy. Try my best.
After seeing how far away is the
13 feet.
shard?
13 feet.
Well, he goes over and picks up the shard.
Well, it's in the hand of the. It's
hand.
hovering.
Do I
in
have
the
to contest a?
air. Yes, you'd have to.
Also, as soon as you leave
Yeah.
combat with me,
That's a.
He literally runs over to the shard.
All right.
come on.
Attack
Come
him
on,
up.
this is the fourth roll technically in my combat round. Technically speaking, surely.
This is at your full base attack bonus.
Come on, surely this has got to be it.
I must have it.
11 or higher will get him.
Hey! Oh my fucking god!
All right.
You hit Fulton in the back with MZ.
What's the damage on MZ?
2d12.
2d12 plus your strength mod.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Now, is it? You get your. proficiency, don't you, as well?
I don't know.
Don't add your proficiency
okay.
to damage. No, and he doesn't have any of your special axe abilities, but still.
It says 8 plus 4, so it's 12.
Nice.
Hit Folton.
Oh, shit, and the hunt prey damage.
Oh, yeah.
Which is...
full 8, so that'd be 20 points of damage in total.
Oh, you hit Folton in the back with MZ as he runs forward.
Foiled by my own weapon.
Happy to land one hit. Fuck me.
You see a shimmering outline of a butler in front of you holding a shard. He goes,
You grab it off him.
He goes, oh no! You just take it from him.
He's got an opposing strength check. Come on.
Oh, all right. Let's give you.
Come on, Air Butler. Come on.
Okay, let's go for a
Strength, yeah?
By my wispy air hand, you
He's got an AC of 14, so you can try and attack him.
It's against your. So it's against the reflex. Against we'll call it reflex DC.
Come on, Windy.
Like an athletics check.
My reflex.
Athletics check against the reflex DC of the invisible stalker.
All right.
Of the invisible servant.
Can I roll?
No, you don't roll. Fulton rolls.
8 plus 14.
So
22.
22.
A 22. The unseen servant has a reflex of
plus 4.
so reflex DC of 14. So yeah, Fulton, you just reach out and go, yeah. Just take it.
As I take it from him, I want to look in the shard.
Okay, you look into you catch a glimpse of yourself in the shard as you take it from the invisible stalker. What do you, servant? What do you see?
I see my mirror image, but then the mirror image shifts to my brother. And my brother's there and he's talking to me. I mean, you can play the brother if you want.
What's the vibe? What's he...
Basically, I want this to be the thing of him reaching through this magical, like, shard and telling Folton to stop, basically.
Folton, what are you doing?
I need the power to bring you back.
Folton, you can't bring me back. I've moved on. I've passed on to the other side. You can't save me, but you can save everyone else. That's what you're there for. You need to stop trying to save me, and you need to start living for yourself, lad.
But I don't know how.
You've got to learn, Folton. Like I learned. Like I took inspiration from you when you left, and I went out and found myself. And since I've been gone, you've been losing yourself. You've been falling away from everything that you value. Hold on to it, Folton. Hold on to the ones you love. They're what matters. And have sex with an orc woman if you get the chance.
As he says that, the image shifts from him, from his brother to himself. He looks at his own reflection, and he drops the shard into the dirt, goes down on his knees, drops his great club, and goes. He just looks up at Karagor. There's like tears streaming down his face, and he just goes, "What have I done? What have I become?"
Karagor just all 3 attacks on the face.
Yeah. I was going to say, Velder, at that point, like, sudden bolts.
I thought you'd knock him out. Actually. I thought you'd knock him out.
No, it's pretty. If it wasn't clear, but that's pretty fucking clear in it. Like,
Fair play.
because you dropped the shard, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's like buying mine. Yeah, he's not even looking at it. He's looking at you.
The shard floats back up.
yeah.
I think Karagor like bounds over, axe still in hand, like the energy around MZ thrumming, and then he like dives to the ground, drops the axe, and embraces Folton in a hug.
Folton hugs him back.
Their blood congeals together.
Whilst they're doing this, the shard just disappears from the ground next to you.
The shard is currently
to-
hovering.
You've got to try and take
Oh,
it.
no, because he took it off the unseen servant.
The unseen,
He looked
then
into it.
when he dropped it, The unseen servant immediately picks it up.
Oh, in that case, it just disappears in the unseen servant's
You
hand.
gotta
try and roll.
Zoinks.
Give me that athletics check.
Two invisible people trying to get a shard.
Oh, if I've got to take it off him, then I'm going to reappear. That's a shame.
Just going.
Oh no, it's a very poor roll as well. What is it? Athletics. Sorry,
Athletics.
That's a 13.
13 is a fail.
Fail.
Velder reappears next to you, flailing at something. You hear, no! And the shard just starts very slowly just floating away across the field away from you.
Just going off
Just
now.
that moment of like Folton and Karagor embracing, covered in blood on their knees.
Yeah.
And then in the background, Velder just sort of appears, like squabbling with an invisible force, trying to pull something away.
Yeah.
I mean, Bubba could stop sustaining the spell any time, but
Yeah, I'll just wait for the servant to walk over to me.
it doesn't walk towards you. It starts walking away from all of
it's
you
trying
with
to
the
get
shard.
But I command it to come to me. Right?
You command it. It makes a will save for the unseen servant as it tries.
Wait. Why?
Because it's holding the shard,
Which is powerful.
Because the shard is powerful, so the shard is controlling it.
Yeah,
in a way.
you're
Right.
right.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
This guy just fucking off.
I was a bit like, hang on a minute, like this might spell, but okay, all right, fair enough. So that is what am I rolling? Sorry,
it's a will save for the unseen servant. The unseen servant has a will bonus of 0, so it's just a straight d20 against your. I will call it your spell. Your spell DC.
It's a fail.
It's a
Critical, actually. So
a crit fail. The unseen servant just like hesitates for a minute, and then the shard just drags itself back across past this scene again of this emotional scene.
Love that
thing. It just kind of the shard goes back and just hovers there, and you just hear, "My master."
Bubba holds his hand under the servant and continues the spell. The shard just falls into his hand.
You feel an invisible hand reaching for your throat, and then it just disappears, and the shard falls in your hand.
Nice. And I'm not going to put it away. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to walk over to this scene.
Let's go back to sitting on the floor.
You don't need it, Folton. You never did.
I don't know what happened. What became of me?
What?
I killed someone again. I did something bad.
Well, we've all done bad things. And if it helps, it was a bit of a dickhead anyway. But, you know,
That does help a little.
it's useful for you to know that you did something bad. For the
I don't want any part of those shards ever again. You keep those away from me forever.
Oh, we will.
Aye.
I'm sorry I hurt you, Fox.
Oh, he's all right.
Sorry, Jin.
Yes, that's sort of like.
Would you like some pocket meat?
No.
I'm
Finishes
sorry.
him off.
Yeah.
I feel like a weight has been lifted from my chest, my shoulders.
Good. Maybe you're strong enough to have this then.
Karagor hands him MZ. Blade first, straight in the
I was so hoping to just be like, boff, straight in the head.
Just Thor with Thanos. Just hands him MZ back.
Those things, they're dangerous.
Aye. Apparently they are. Which is a good time to say, lads, who's got them and how many people have got hold of more than one currently as it stands?
Just
I'm
before
sorry,
Bubba's walked out, sorry.
And I was just going to say, I'm sorry I stole the shard from you when you were sleeping.
It's all right. I'm glad my faith in handy haversacks has been restored because I was worried that I might have dropped it out of it just a little bit, but I didn't really believe you, but I kind of did.
Just before Bubba walks over to this scene,
Thank you for the apology.
he's got 2 in his bag that he knows about, 2 in his pocket, sorry, and he's holding the third, and he just looks into it while this discussion's going on 30, 40 feet away from him. And he sort of looks into it, his own eyes looking into the shard. What does he see, Dan? Oh, no, what does he see, Colin?
What does he see? What does he see, Colin?
Colin sees...
He sees Colin.
Colin. All right, mate.
He sees a small
What's going
room
on?
at the top of an old crumbling mansion
See a man telling you off about your mic technique.
Yeah. Would you speak it to the mic, Bubba? Bubba sees himself slightly older with really electric blue feathers, standing there quite muscly by this point. And he speaks to himself and he says, Patience. And then he wanders over and he just goes, there you go, Velder.
Right. And in answer to your question, Bubba's got another 2.
You got 2?
Yeah, I got 2. Yeah, I've had 2 for ages.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
apparently.
Why don't you pass me one?
Yeah, all right.
Thanks.
Bubba gives...
Can I do a knowledge arcana check? And what what is Velder's pondering is if the power of the shards in their current state magnifies by having how many you have with them.
Sure.
Is what he'd like to
Yeah,
estimate based on all the empirical evidence that we've experienced and all that kind of stuff. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm rolling so badly.
You immediately fall under the spell of the shard.
Yes,
my precious. I will raise an army of the dead.
That's a 21.
It's like the Bilbo filter is just descending on each of you as you take one of them. It's you aren't sure beyond what you've seen yourself. You could maybe estimate it seems to affect people of a weaker will, maybe, but it's hard to tell.
Don't think I've held one for a protracted amount of time. Velder, how long have you held on to one for?
Mine was quite a long time, but I keep it in a handy haversack, which I think does help. Although I do feel a tug to check on it, sort of irregularly. But generally, it's good that you realise, Folton, that these are extremely dangerous, because I've literally been saying it since we found these shards. I've been trying to say to you, incredibly. Anyway, doesn't matter.
That's just the thing.
They're so dangerous, and I'm very conscious of how dangerous these things are.
You did realise, but perhaps a little too late. And it took this for all of us to realise. Bubba, how long have you held on to one for?
I've had 2 for quite a while. But
That's right. You've had 2, haven't you?
It's not really bothered me.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah?
You?
I'm all right. I've only just got one now.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest.
Yeah. Still 2, though, for a long time.
I mean, I could probably hold 3 and it wouldn't be a problem, to be honest. Honestly, it's not really affected me, to be honest.
Tell you what.
I was going to say, out of character. I don't know what to do because I obviously don't want to spoil Colin's, journey of being a shard, but obviously me and him have had conversations about the shard in private, but obviously I don't want to ruin what Colin's going for in terms of his journey with the shard.
I mean, sorry, Colin, go ahead.
Bubba then casts a spell.
Oh, Christ.
He casts Glibness. Glibness is an uncommon spell, but for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Falsehoods pass my lips as smoothly as silk. Gain a +4 status to bonus to deception checks. I've already rolled my deception. And people just think I'm telling the truth. So, and you at your level... Sorry. If you are telling the truth, you gain a +4 status to bonus deception checks to lie against perception checks to discern if you are telling the truth. Mm-hmm. And you add your level, even if you're untrained, to the implausibility of your lies, prompts a circumstance penalty or a DC increase. Reduce that penalty or increase by half. So it's called glibness if you want to look that up, because some of that is quite complicated to get your head around.
You've got enough slots for it, so...
What level is it?
It's level 4 spell.
It's quite uncommon, but yeah.
Okay, so you cast glibness. Go ahead and make a deception check. You can add a +4 to this because of your glibness spell.
Yep, and about this, so I've done that, and it was 29 was my roll.
29.
29 on my deception.
29, it's a good roll. Okay, everyone make a perception check.
And I'm going to say, so, these don't really affect me. And if you wanted to give me them all, I'm happy to hold them all. It's not really bothered. But I'm happy to share them as well. I'm sure someone's going to get me on this. But
I mean, it won't be Velder. Let's be clear on that.
Velder rolled natural 1. Velder's just sort of staring in the shard.
But I figure Bubba would try to.
Sure. Yeah, Velder believes.
33.
31.
Velder believes the lie. However, the two of you, Bubba's not telling the truth. There's just something about the way Bubba has been in the last few weeks that ain't right. No, maybe not the last few weeks, but what he's just told you right now don't ring true to either of you.
Okay. I see you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I just see that you've been doing all right holding them shards.
Yeah, I've been doing fine.
Guess you won't mind if someone else held them for a while.
Well, I've just given 2. One to Velder, one to you. So,
I
I don't mind.
Yeah. Go on then, pass the other one over.
The other one?
Yeah. You got one more, ain't you?
Yeah, but if we sharing them out, we don't want to have everyone holding on to
Exactly. I'm going to pass
loads.
this one to Shania first chance I get.
Shania's already got one, hasn't she?
Is she?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have changed her massively. Either way, it'll be me or Philippe.
Oh yeah, Philippe hadn't had one.
So Philippe hasn't had one.
No.
Do you want to just hand it over, Bubba?
Why do I need to hand it over? If we've got them shared out between us, then that's better, isn't it? We don't want to have something like Folton, where he was going after them and stuff, really,
Exactly.
do we?
So I reckon maybe if we all hold them for a while each, and then we pass them around to make sure that no one's holding them for a protracted amount of time. You've held them for ages.
As I say, it doesn't really bother me, so you give them to me, and why don't I hold on to all 3 of them for a while?
Okay. You've been holding on for 2 for a long time. We can just pass one over, and then, maybe a week's time you can have one again. If that's what you really want, is to hold the shards, Bubba.
It's not what I really want. I don't want anything.
Then you'll have no problem handing it over then.
No, I won't.
Go on then.
Bubba stares at Karagor and realises that this could turn into a whole fight between him and
Here
Bubba.
we go again.
And Bubba's trying to lie his fucking ass off. So he, hands sort of almost shaking, but unseen really, puts it into the pocket, takes the last one out and looks into it, and remembers himself saying patience, and just hands it over to Karagor. There you go.
Karagor gently breathes out a gentle sigh of relief, pockets the shard in the same place, and takes the eye that was inside his eye patch was looking towards where he put MZ, the axe. And just goes, great, cracking, brilliant. Woo! Oh, Goron's balls.
It's been quite the walk in the country, hasn't it, lads?
Yeah, good, cracking, excellent. I'm glad we have sorted that out. I guess we need to go kill an undead horror now. Oh, why do we never buy health potions? Fuck me.
Might need to sleep.
Yep, me too.
We're going to a village, though.
Yep.
You clutch your wounds and you just you sort of make your way off. Karagor, I guess, sort of just keeping an eye on Bubba as you go. Bubba keeping an eye on everyone else. Velder completely oblivious that anything weird went on there. And Folton, you just kind of watch them all go as you realise that this game is not over by a long shot. And that's where we leave it for tonight. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Bloody shards.
Fucking hell.
Hello, Dangerlings. That episode was brought to you by our patrons, especially our Dangerling of the Week, Steve Geddes. Yay, Steve. Steve, what a man, what a guy, he's incredible. What a guy, he's bloody incredible. Yeah, give it up. If you want to be on our show, and if you want to be a Dangerling of the Week, then head on down to Patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast and get your name on the show, baby.